Hey, this is the teaching and the worship from last Sunday's live session. Sorry it's a bit late for the upload, guys. I hope you all had a blessed week, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.
So for the past few weeks, we've been working our way through the Bible, and last week we arrived at Acts chapter 2. Now at this point in the Bible, we've learned quite a lot, so I'd like to just recap really quickly. So, if we look at the Bible, this first part here, we learn about how God made the world and it was perfect, and most importantly, humans had an amazing and intimate relationship with God. Unfortunately, as we all know, humans messed it up. So, for the next part, all of this, we read about people dealing with the consequences of this relationship, that breakdown, and how people try and do some really difficult things to fix that and get that relationship back. But then things get better because we get here to this bit, and this is where Jesus turns up. And what Jesus does is he takes all of these things here that people were trying to do and he fulfills them, and he dies and he takes the mistakes of the world to the grave, and he rises again and leaves those mistakes behind him in the grave, and he gives us this opportunity to take what his perfect life and only his perfect life deserves, and that is a relationship with God. So, having done this, Jesus has done what he came to do. It's just time for him to be off. But before he's off, he tells us two really important things. Firstly, he gives us an instruction. He says, I want you to go and make disciples of all nations. Basically, I want you to go and tell everyone that everyone and anyone can have a relationship with God. And secondly, he tells us, you're not going to do it by yourself. I'm going to send you a helper, and that helper is called the Holy Spirit. So, Jesus being Jesus, his promises came true, and the Holy Spirit did show up, and it has shown up. If you want to know more about how that happened and what it means for us today, I'd really encourage you to have another listen to Jeff's talk from last week. You can look at that on the SML YouTube channel. But in brief, basically, we ask God for the Holy Spirit to fill us, and then he comes and fills us with that same power that raised Jesus from the dead, did loads of amazing things in the book of Acts, and most importantly, is still doing loads of amazing things now. Sorry, that recap was a bit long, but I think it's important because having looked at that, we're in a good position to say, okay, now we've learnt that, what now? Well, when we've got a question, good place to look is this old chestnut, the old Bible. Got a few handy things in it. So we can read in Acts chapter 2 and onwards what happens to the new followers of Jesus, the people that have been newly filled with the Holy Spirit. And they do some really amazing things. So just to summarise really, basically they went around, they told people about Jesus, they devoted themselves to learning about Jesus, they devoted themselves to being a family and supporting each other, they prayed, they asked God to heal people, and he did. And there are a number of other miracles that took place as well. But that's a pretty good summary. And what I love about that list is that telling people about Jesus, learning about Jesus, being a family, and seeing miracles happen, like that gives us a really good idea of what being a Holy Spirit filled follower of Jesus should look like. And I think it's great because telling people about Jesus is such an important part of what being a Christian is, and we see that in that list of things that they did. But equally, it's not the only thing. Being a Christian is not just a case of, right, you've been filled with the Holy Spirit, now whoever converts the most people wins, go. Like, it's not just that. Yes, the Holy Spirit did help them to tell the people about Jesus, but the Holy Spirit also did things like helping them be a family and helping them support each other. So being a Christian is also about really coming to an understanding of just how deeply God cares about you on an individual basis. So yes, Holy Spirit helps them to tell the people about Jesus, but he also helps them in their relationship with each other and in every area of their life. It says that they devoted themselves to fellowship, so to being a family. And that's not just something that happens in the Bible, believe me. Like, look at our family here at SML Youth. I think we've got an amazing family. And that's not just something that's happened by chance, and trust me, it's not something that's just happened because we're all really lovely people. Like, the fact that we have such a great family is completely the Holy Spirit's doing. So the Holy Spirit is there to help you with every area of your life. It's there to help you build good relationships, to help you with your mental and physical health, to help you with your schoolwork, or to help you remove something from your life which you know is bad for you. There's absolutely nothing in your life that being filled with the Holy Spirit cannot help you with. So back to our original question then, what now? Well, I believe that what we should do in response to Jesus and in response to being filled with the Holy Spirit is to live the life that Jesus and the Holy Spirit have made possible, which is living a life to the full. Go tell people about Jesus, go build meaningful relationships, see miracles happen, and be a part of something truly amazing.
Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not fade, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles. Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Our God, He reigns forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not fade, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles.